everyone, you're welcome to my channel, a heart-to-heart talk, parenting the special needs child. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for sticking by, and if you're a new subscriber, thank you very much for subscribing. This episode is going to be engaging. It's not about giving someone either about accurate parenting or giving any special sermon. It's about engagement. I want to engage you, my audience. So, as a mother or a father who has a child with either Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, ADHD, elopement, and all form of special need condition, what do you want to achieve? What is it that you want to see your child achieve at a certain stage of life? You know, I want my audience to slide into my DM. I want my viewers to slide into my DM to send me message. Let's talk, let's discuss, let's chat. I've received several messages since the start of this YouTube channel, and mothers have asked me that your situation is at that time was terrible. How were you able to navigate these ordeals? They've asked me questions like, people tell me, like mothers will tell me that their family members, their husband's family members, or their own family members tell them that they worry a lot. There's some certain things they're not supposed to worry about. The child will pick up. It is nothing. It happens. Now, I want to tell you, mothers, you are not worrying a lot. They said, like, I had a discussion sometimes ago too with one of my pediatrician friend, and she told me that the best pediatrician is the mother. So if you observe anything concerning your child, you are not agitated or worrying a lot. You are just concerned. And believe me, when you take precaution or you take note of anything that is not normal, please kindly meet out to people, talk to specialists, talk to coaches, let them give you advice. In my own case, I had nobody to give me advice. You know, nowadays we have different groups that talk about special need condition. During my time, like 12 or 13 years ago, when I had issues concerning my son with selective mutism now, I do not have anybody that sat me down and told me, oh, Nurat, you're worrying a lot, I can help you. I was just left in the wind. Do you understand? Nobody could coach me, nobody could guide me. I was left alone. But this time around, you mothers, you are not worrying a lot. If you observe any changes, you relax first. You tend to do your own what is a one-to-one conversation or one-to-one tutor concerning your child. Some mothers are very busy at work. They do not have their time. They don't have the children's time. They drop the children at the daycare. They do not notice anything. When they come back, the child is in the hands of the nanny, is in the hands of the house help. So this child may be having some certain conditions like that, but they are not taking note. Please, mothers, fathers, I want you to be intentional. You can't do this alone. When I talk about mothers, I'm not talking about the mothers alone. I'm talking about the fathers too. Please, you need to help. Now, I want to push a question out to you again. I said the first one is, what do you want to see at some certain stage, that a milestone that you want your child to achieve? I met with Dr. Asmau, and she told me something. When I had discussions with her, she told me that, Nurat, what do you need from me? You're also a coach. With the way you are talking, and I've watched your episodes, I could see that you're also a coach in the aspect of parenting of the special needs child. Well, I said, no, ma. I could see the way you are tutoring your own son. She allowed the boy, she sent in a video where she allowed the boy to have his own critical thinking. Like, they went to a grocery store, and the next thing she told the boy, pick up my pay card, like a pay card, you know, like this ATM card where they will pay to. And this boy picked it up, and she said, my pin is so I want you to do this. And the boy dialed it. And I was wondering, I said, ma, are you saying this child is having any form of condition? Because the way I saw him, the way he's dressed, I do not even know that he has autism. And she told me that, Nurat, watch the video critically. That is when you know that my son has autism. So as he finished paying for the items, and then it was going, and when you would notice that this boy is actually autistic was when he was counting the steps. Like, he was walking down the stairs, and going up to their apartment, and it was like moving from one corner of the wall to the other side. Like it was going from one side to the other side. And she said, Nurat, have you seen that? I said, oh, okay, actually. But then every other activity, every other milestone had been met. And that is fantastic as a mother. I give her kudos for her effort. I really appreciated her. I was like, oh my goodness, how can I also aspire to be somebody like this? This is where we want our viewers and the audience to get to. We want you to get to the stage that you have left the pity party situation where you're always crying, always looking for someone to help you, and get up, roll your sleeves, and go out to help children, to help your children who have different kind of condition. And it is actually expensive. That is why we want the society to help us. That is why we want communities, we want stakeholders to help us. It is not what every single parent can just bump into. Just like the say fingers are not equal, some people have abundant resources more than the others. So most times again, when you ask mothers, they'll tell you that actually what I want is financial resources. I need money, I need finance to be able to support my child. And as it is in this country, it is actually very hard. And mothers and fathers, please, parents, you need to come together and have like a form of, I don't know, I would say business, an alternative source of income. We all cannot rely on the government to do this. You know that having a special need child, taking care of a special need child accurately requires funding. Their schools are not cheap at all. Their food, they have kind of food depending on the condition of your child. They may say your child should take this camel milk, this kind of milk, all this kind of milk and supplements are not cheap at all. You need to have some kind of toys. You need to be able to engage their limbs. You need a form of physiotherapy. All those things require money. It requires finance. That is why we want mothers and fathers to come together. When you come together to support your partner, it will help in accurate parenting of the special needs child. Believe you me, people are doing it very well. I also watched a video of a medical doctor. She sent it also to me, and she told me that abroad, that is, they live in the US actually, and I saw a situation whereby they asked the child, what does the child need? And the mother felt, she thought of what is it that can make our child happy. This girl is suffering from elopement. I think she's 12 to 13 years old. And Disney in particular decided to host this child, to make this child life, to bring merriment into this child's life. This is what we need as a community. I believe relevant stakeholders, I believe partners who are watching my content will do the needful to support parents so that we can have accurate parenting of the special needs child. Mothers want to be intentional. It's not all mothers that just want to sit down. Fathers want to be intentional about their parenting. Please, let's support them. Please do like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you and bye bye.